Iron! Or later! Your time!
Sigil arrows won't work on me.
And now, invoke Lyra after what they did.
Lyra? I've never heard of it.
It was a peaceful kingdom, full of artists and poets, but it fell to ruin long ago.
And these berserkers were responsible.
Them and their accursed king. Rolf. What little blood I have still boils at the thought.
Your former home, I assume.
Let's just take this victory and move on, eh?
There is no need to shoulder this burden on your own.
Admittedly, you're shouldering the brunt of the work here. Let me worry about the emotional burden.
Dear father, where are you?
Speak, spirit.
Is that...
Your father.
what?
He went to find the other treasure on his own, to spare...
It seems that in your efforts to... You each came to one of these islands.
I've been such a fool. Perhaps now, we can...
What a shame.
In their attempt to spare the other, they both perished. There is a lesson there.
What now?
We will retrieve the treasure, then return to the father.
What for?
To finish what he and his son started.
That water wheel's getting no water. I see. The geyser under the water wheel is blocked. Something appears to be atop that island.
Perhaps the treasure the spirit spoke of.
One more for the tree.
Stop squirming.
You did it, Master Kratos! A spectacular job! Keep it up and you'll become an expert in no time.
I can't tell if he was patronizing or if that was just plain sad.
Both.
We could use that lift, but not while it's up there. Gate is down, but it has to stay that way. There's a gear, see? Connected to the gate. We'll need to get rid of those rocks. There we go.
Brother! These bastards about to explode! That's showing him. quite the cache. I see why it meant so much to our lost treasure seekers. Perhaps we should go tell the father what became of his son. Circling back to the topic of prophecies brought about by the efforts to avoid them, I think I can recall such a story as you mentioned, brother. A Greek tale for the stage. Rather lurid, but very popular. You know the one?
Every Greek knows the tragedy of the Theban king.
Yeah, word gets around about that thing. Brother, can you finish what you were saying about the Oracle of your homeland? She helped you against the god of war because she had visions that the god of war would bring down Olympus.
Yes, and in defeating Ares, I became the god of war. In the end, I proved her vision of doom correct.
So the Oracle herself brought about the very future she hoped to avoid. I'm so very relieved we didn't do the same.
Hey, you know that shop in the Alpine Desert? So something you might want to see out there. Oh, what can I do for a gossip? Now that's the weapon of the Valkyrie Queen. What can I do for you? Y'all feeling, crafty? Want to talk for a spell?
Where? You may tell a story, if you wish.
Am I preferable to silence at last? A rare day. I'm touched. But since you mention it, there has been one on my mind of late. It goes back to my earliest days, when I had little more to do than observe the mortals who passed through our forest. One summer, a local laird of renowned eccentricity chose to sequester himself with a small coterie of kinsmen and followers. And time to walk. The story will keep.
Oh, you're back.
We have news of your son.
Oh,
He died.
no, no.
He disobeyed you.
Yes. We'd be alive, and
Don't blame yourself.
nevertheless.
I'm glad we did this, Kratos.
Yes,
And I'm sure Atreus will be as well.
yes.
Kratos, I see something.
Something else I recall about that Greek play I mentioned, if you won't take offense at a critique. As a work of performance, it consisted almost entirely of watching people give speeches and receive terrible news. Might have been nice to see more events dramatized instead of described.
It is Greek tradition for a story to unfold in a single time and place uninterrupted. It is more clear.
If you say so.
Headed back to the city?
Okay, my story. Where was I? Oh! The eccentric laird had led his followers in a woodland retreat with an aim of achieving enlightenment through study and discipline.
Another time. We must focus.
I came by and took out an Einherjar patrol. Area should be clear. Can't speak for the rest of town.
Guess an occupying army is as good as a lockdown for tamping down foot
Profane
traffic.
alternate lyrics to my ballads. Absolutely disgusting. But now I wish I could remember some of them.
The paperwork that man created for me. I had to build a chest just for his violations. A big one.
I taught him 20 different ways to cold forge a bolster. Once, he taught me a slightly easier method of wire pulling, and from that day on called me his apprentice.
A true asshole he was. Gods, I'm gonna miss him.
Hi! Y'all made it. Just about to send him off.
I have met many on my travels. You are one of the few I would call friend.
I always thought you were one of the dumbest creatures I'd ever met. Didn't expect you to be the bravest, too.
This world is a darker place for your leaving it.
We're taking him to the Sphaired Sands. It's, in the wetlands near the ferry. We'll wait for you there.
Incoming! Above you! Well done. I don't suppose more violence in the streets will convince the citizenry that it's safe to emerge.
Freya, here.
Sparkthorn, you have an interest in botanicals now?
Thanks again for finding Helka's ball. Now, let me repair that armor for you.
What is wrong?
I should have changed. Sewn some mourning garb. We're not dressed properly.
We're fine. The dwarves don't typically require formal wear at funerals.
Brock certainly would not.
Perhaps.
Still, now you've got me thinking of what I might look like with some jewelry around my neck stump. Maybe some gold woven into my beard. That'd be quite fetching, eh?
Thanks for trying.
There they are, brother.
Oh, come on, surely he'll be along. It's his brother.
Let's hope so. Loss can do things to a man. You made it. We can begin.
I love you. Sentry. Blackpuss. A hole. What? Gets bigger the more you take away.